to the channel. It's Eugene Talks Football. It's Premier League midweek. Remember, there are Premier League games today and tomorrow, and Arsenal is at the Emirates Stadium welcoming Luton Town. It's London Derby on Wednesday, a game that will see us go back to the top of the league for at least 24 hours as Liverpool are not playing until the next day. So, but there's also we're going to be going straight to Mikel Arteta's press conference earlier today, and of course we'll be also be looking at the Premier League fixtures and Arsenal's tight April schedule, and of course the latest transfer news coming out of Arsenal. But before we go into that, I just want to quickly correct some narratives by opposition fans, especially the Liverpool fans, after the goalless draw at the Etihad on Sunday. I don't want to go too deep into it. I just want to put some points out there to clarify their wrong narratives they're making about Arsenal Football Club. Listen, as far as I know, as far as I understand, since Jurgen Klopp took charge of Liverpool, he has never gone to the Etihad Stadium to defeat Pep Guardiola. He has never done that. So what are you talking about? We traveled to the Etihad, we got a point. We stopped Man City from scoring a goal. We reduced them to one shot on target. What's the point for the possession? You're talking about possession. What's the point of your possession if you cannot make anything out of it? That's point number one. Jurgen Klopp has never won at the Etihad against Pep Guardiola. Point two, listen, since the season began, last season, in the eyes of opposition fans, it was like Arsenal were performing a miracle. Like, how did we get to the top of the table? How did we even get there? How were we top of the table for over 200 days? How did we get there? How did we manage that? And after we fell short and Man City won the league, it was like it was by luck. It was like a flash in the pan that we cannot repeat that feat this season. And here we are. We've always been criticized that we're not good enough. Then how come you have so much expectation of us? How come you expect us to go to the Etihad to get 3 points when you never gave us credit? How is make it make sense, people? Make it make sense. We traveled to the Etihad, we got a draw, and you come out there to criticize us. Why do that? You understand what I'm saying? Okay, you claim that we had a low block. We had a low block, and that's why Man City. This is, we're talking about the best team in the world. Should a low block be a concern for Man City? Teams season in, season out, game in, game out, week in, week out. Teams have been having low blocks against City, and they've been going past them. So I don't understand that excuse. I don't understand that. Manchester City, we had the better chances in that game. They only had half chances. The only shot on target they had was the header by Nathan Ake from a corner kick. Apart from that, they had no clear-cut chance to score a goal in the whole of 90 minutes. I don't understand the criticism. I don't understand. I don't know where it's coming from. So I just decided to put it out there. The facts. These are facts. I just wanted to put these facts out there to quell the criticism of Arsenal. We deserve credit. Every press conference of Mikel Arteta, he has always branded Man City the best team in the world. Going into that game, he knew that we are going to face the best team in the world. We had to go there to get a result, and we did. What would have been the best result for Arsenal on that day was to get the 3 points. So because we didn't get the 3 points, now we're not good enough anymore. When you never gave us any credit, you never gave us a credit, you never gave us a chance. So I'm putting it out there to Liverpool fans and every other opposition fan that criticizes Arsenal's performance on Sunday. We had the best chances. We had the best chances on that day to score. We had more shots on target. The only edge they had over us was the possession. And what did they make of the possession? What did they make of it? Make it make sense, people. Let's be realistic with ourselves. Enough of the criticism. Okay? Enough of the criticism. Liverpool fans, every other opposition fan out there, enough of the criticism. We are the Arsenal. We have a project, we have a direction. We know what we're doing. Okay? So that's it. Yeah. Mikel Arteta faced the media today, as we prepare for Luton Town, the visit of Luton Town, London Derby. Doesn't matter the opposition, it's Luton Town. Sometimes they prove to be a difficult side. The reverse fixture, we knew how it went. 4-3, we won that game, but it was a very tough encounter. We needed a last-minute header from Declan Rice to actually get that over the line. So we visit them tomorrow. Sorry, they visit us tomorrow in a game that is expected to be a very tough encounter. Forget about the position they are in at the moment. They're not going to have it. We're not going to have it very easy. Luton Town. Every game till the end of the season is a final. It's not going to be easy. So we must have that at the back of our minds. So Mikel Arteta gave us what we need to know today at the press conference earlier today. He gave fitness updates on Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli. Was full of praise for the Hatters, that's Luton Town, and discussed the title race among many other topics thrown his way by the journalists at the Sober Reality Training Center. Here is everything he had to say. On Bukayo Saka, is fitness-wise, yeah, he's fine. Obviously, we haven't trained. We recovered and had a short-lived live session today to prepare for the game. And we'll see whether he's in the best condition to start or not. On whether there is an opportunity to give him time to recover, we're just thinking about Luton and preparing for the game in the best possible way and earn the right to beat them. So the good news here is that, there was a bit of a concern from fans on Sunday when Bukayo Saka was subbed off, as it's unusual. Bukayo Saka is expected to see the entirety of every game that he's played in. So he's being subbed off on Sunday was a bit of a concern from fans. So Mikel Arteta has already mentioned that it's just about, fitness-wise, and there's no injury that is coming out from Bukayo Saka. It's just a matter of giving him some time to rest, and of course he'll be available for the Luton game. On whether Gabriel Martinelli is fit enough to play for 90 minutes, he is, because he was available to play against a really tough opponent 3 days ago. Again, we'll train today and see the state of every player and make the right decision tomorrow. Yeah, that's the waffle settings. Mikel Arteta going on about his mind games again. On having his whole squad available, now the games are coming thick and fast. Yeah, we have discussed that, and pushing each other and being available to contribute in any way to help us win the game and perform consistently at the level that we need to. So we're going to need everybody. On how he keeps all his players motivated regardless of playing time. That's certainly something really important. They really need to feel it. And the best way to feel it is to play minutes. When they don't have the capacity to show what they can do, they have to show it in training. We have to be close to them, and we have to convince them to keep doing it and earn the right to play. On playing a different style to get a result at Manchester City, you have to sometimes, because you want to adapt, and sometimes because you have to adapt, you have to have that resilience and leave your ego and ideology aside. And the way you have to win the game, the team was mentally really strong, and it was really clever the way they did it. On getting the players to not be satisfied with a point at City, you prepare the game to win it, and when you feel that you have what it takes to go there and win, you want to do it, and if you don't, you are not satisfied. But at the same time, you have to understand how you're growing as a team and be smart enough in the moment to accept something. That is it. If Luton Town is going to the Emirates or the Etihad to play, they have the confidence that they're going to get something out of the game. They must have the confidence, they must have the belief that they can get 3 points. Look, whatever anybody says, building up to a game, you must have the maximum momentum, the positivity. Your confidence is supposed to be high. You don't have to be down going to a game. You must have that confidence. All right? So whether you go there to get battered or not, but before you go there, you must have the confidence that you're going to go there and get 3 points. I said before the game that I'll take a point, but after the game, I thought we could have won the game. We could have got 3 points. I wanted more. That is how these things go. On his memories of the win at Luton in December, especially how tough it was to win and how difficult they have made it for every team, big compliments to Rob and the coaching staff. That's Rob Edwards, Luton Town manager. What they have done as a club is an amazing journey. I think they deserve more credit than any other team in the league. How they have done it and what they transmit as a team and what they generate, it is going to be a really tough match tomorrow. On his celebrations at the end, it was really emotional, and the way we celebrated tells you the difficulty of the match and how much we had to fight for the points so we know what we're facing tomorrow. On when he first recognized the defensive chemistry of Saliba and Gabriel, when I decided with the club to send Willow to Marcel, I'm just joking. You just feel it when you see the partnership, and sometimes there's chemistry between two players, that they complement each other. They are so happy to work with each other, to work off each other, and it just flows, when that happens. I think they will enjoy playing together, and again, they've been really good. Yes, when you look at Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba, you see that chemistry in them. Between them, you see that compatibility. You see that these guys are good together. No wonder they are the best partnership, arguably, in the world. They have that mental understanding to go toe to toe with any team. So I'm not surprised how good they are together. So it's a good thing that these two have this sort of partnership together, and long may it continue. On how we are approaching the Luton game differently to City game, we're going to be needing even more. It's after 2.5 days. Luton are in a really good moment. When you see the games that they have played, and even when they haven't won, they've been really tough. We have had some extraordinary results against the other two teams that are at the moment leading the table. We're not top, so that means that we have missed certain points somewhere else, and that's what we have to put the emphasis on now, tomorrow. Listen, I've always wanted to say this. In my mind, I don't want that to happen. I don't expect that. I remember in December when we lost those 2 games that we could have won, we should have won, against Fulham and West Ham. I knew it. I thought to myself that these results may come back to haunt us in the end. Imagine we won these games, and these are games we should have won. They were games we should have won. Fulham and West Ham United. Whenever I think of those games, I still kick myself. How did we drop those massive points in those games? We had it all in our hands against West Ham at the Emirates. At Fulham Stadium, we scored first. We could have gone on to win that game. And now we're where we are because we were not able to win those games. And that's the reason we're where we are at the moment. Not taking anything away from our season's over, but it's just an indication of how much we could have got from those games and where it would have put us at the moment on the table. So as much as we want to put these stats behind us and move on, but what is going on keeps reflecting that we could have done more in those games. That's it. It is what it is, but we move on. on the narrative around Saliba's absence last season affecting the title charge. So what is the narrative this season? Saliba is fit. So what's going to happen? There has to be a narrative. No, there has to be a narrative when he doesn't play, and a narrative when he does play, on whether Saliba being fit will mean we win the title. Let's take that one. Okay, let's move on. On the importance of keeping players fit, for sure, Saliba is a massive player for us, and you see the impact he has on the team. We need everybody, and we need everybody at their best. On being in contention for both the Champions League and the Premier League, this is where we want to be, and now we want to take this opportunity and make it happen. We work every single day with the enthusiasm and passion to make it happen and enjoy the moment as well. I see the team really flowing, and they are really excited about playing these games, and that's what our drive has to be till the end of the season. Go to the Arsenal website to read everything that you need to know about the press conference building up to the game against Luton Town at the Emirates Stadium. And a win in that particular game will see us go back to the top of the Premier League table at least 24 hours until Sheffield United travel to Anfield Stadium to play Liverpool in a game that you expect Liverpool to win, and it will see them leapfrog us back to the top of the table. And I'm sure that's how it's going to be from now until the end of the season, barring any more slip-ups from these three teams, Liverpool, Arsenal, and Manchester City, respectively. And the fixtures for this week, on Tuesday, that's today, Newcastle against Everton. Everton have not been doing well, so you expect Newcastle to get the 3 points, but you never know, it's the Premier League. So Everton travel to Newcastle, and it's Nottingham Forest versus Fulham, Bournemouth, Crystal Palace, Burnley, Wolves, West Ham United, Tottenham. And on Wednesday, Arsenal, Luton, Brentford, Brighton and Hove Albion, Manchester City and Aston Villa. That's a very tough encounter. And of course, on Thursday, Liverpool versus Sheffield United. And of course, Manchester City against Manchester United at Stamford Bridge. Yes, and that's the fixtures there for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday in the Premier League. So from now until the end of the season, there's going to be schedules in the Premier League, the Champions League, the Europa League, and the Conference League. This is the business end of the season. There's going to be fixtures. You know, this is the time that teams need to keep their players fit. And it's a good news at Arsenal that players are coming back very fit. And as Mikel Arteta, when asked about the fitness of Julian Timber, he said that it's not far off. There's a possibility that he will be involved still this season. So, and there's no other injury news at the Arsenal. And it's very important going to the business end of the season. This is the time that players need to be fit, you know. So that is it. And we look at Arsenal's fixtures in April. April is a massive month for Arsenal. April is a huge month for Arsenal if we are going to get anything in this season, both in the Premier League and the Champions League. April is going to be very instrumental. What happens in April is going to be very, very, very instrumental. Look at the loads of fixtures that we have. We play Luton Town on Wednesday, and after that, we're back on Saturday against Brighton. We travel to the Seagulls to play Brighton on Saturday, the 6th of April. And on Tuesday, the 9th of April, we welcome Bayern Munich in the Champions League at the Emirates Stadium. And on Sunday, the 14th of April, we welcome Aston Villa to the Emirates in a game that, to me, it's a revenge of that game that we lost. We lost undeservedly. So this is the time to, correct things. They come to the Emirates, Aston Villa, they are looking to qualify, make it to the top four and qualify to the Champions League. I hope they don't get the result at the Emirates. Definitely, we are favorites to win that one. And 17th on Wednesday, April 17th, we travel to Germany to play Bayern Munich in the second leg of the Champions League. And on Saturday, 20th of April, we travel to uh, Wolverhampton Wanderers to play Wolves in the Premier League. And on Tuesday, the 23rd of April, we welcome Chelsea to the Emirates in the Premier League. And Sunday, the 28th of April, we travel to the London Tottenham Hotspur Stadium to face Tottenham in what is the North London derby, home of our bitter rivals. Listen, people, April is Arsenal month, is the month, is a decisive month for Arsenal. It's a make or break month for Arsenal. So, yes, we're looking forward to it. And it's very important at this stage that players are fit, players are in good shape. You know, the manager has options to pick from. You know, so I've been hearing rumors, but I don't really believe in rumors personally, that there's a fallout between Mikel Arteta and Emil Smith Rowe. There's no substance to that, so I'm not really going to be keen into that. So because these are the players we need, you know, to bolster our squad running to the business end of the season. Players like Fabio Vieira, because if you look at that game against City, Martin Odegaard looked a little bit jaded and tired, you know. And in this game against Luton Town, you know, you would fancy Fabio Vieira to come in, likes of Emil Smith Rowe and all of that. So yes, so we need to keep our players fit for these tight fixtures that we have going to the business end of the season, especially the month of April that we're in at the moment. And of course, we round off with a transfer update. According to news coming out from Newcastle United, Eddie Howe has confirmed that Newcastle will fight to keep Alexander Isak this summer amid reports from Arsenal and elsewhere. Remember that we are looking to sign a forward, which is our priority signing for next summer. And Alexander Isak is one of our targets. He plays for Newcastle. And Eddie Howe, Newcastle manager, has come out to say that they will do everything possible to ensure that Alexander Isak remains at Newcastle United. Isak is not the only player we're looking at. We're also looking at Victor Gyökeres. The issue right here is that players these days they have so much heavy price tags on them. So no signing, especially a forward, a striker, is going to come easy for Arsenal, and it's an inevitable thing for Arsenal to do come next summer. It's very important that we get a striker, be it Isak, Gyökeres, whoever it is. Just know that from now till the transfer window opens and the end of the transfer window, Arsenal will be linked with different strikers. So we eventually get one, hopefully. So that's the news out there. Let's hope that we get 3 points against Luton Town tomorrow at the Emirates Stadium. The stadium will be buzzing as usual. It will be electric. And the fans will be buzzing, chanting the names of the players to give them extra energy, extra bit of momentum. And we will be here to give you the latest news that is coming out of Arsenal and the world of football at large. This is Eugene Talks Football. Keep the dialogue. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the like button and hit the notification bell as you get our latest news, as we give it out there thick and fast. Thank you very much for being a part of this show. I'll see you again. Peace.